How to create a successful online business. So I've answered this similar type of question, so I'm going to be very specific with my answer to this one, and this is how to create a successful online business. And really, if you're at zero, how do you create it? You create it by having a clear understanding of what you want to deliver, and then talking to people who might want that, and then getting that from, getting them to put money down and put their money where their mouth is by proving they're willing to pay for it. So there's actually a 7-step rollout method, and this is a combination of a couple of checklists that I've seen over the years, one from Gary Halbert, which gave me the initial body of this. But the 7 steps is, step 1 is always find a hot market. You always start with the market. So always start with the market first and then come up with a product or service. So what this means is you always find the starving crowd, the group of people that have the problem. Gary Bencivenga said, problems are markets, not demographics or psychographics. What that means is that there are, people willing to pay money to solve problems, but there might be different types of people experiencing the same problem. So that's where you get your demographic, your many, target markets, but it's all focused around the problem. So you have to start with the market first and the problem, and then you work backwards on the product to deliver it to them. So then the first step is find a hot market. Second step is to find or create a product or service to sell. The third step is to write a promotion describing it and the benefits. If you've been watching these other videos or you're in my world, you know that I just talked about how we've got the 5 things that you need for an online business: ads, opt-in page or lead form, sales letter describing your product or service and its benefits, order form to collect money, and an autoresponder, which is email follow-up, right, which goes on forever. So step 1, find a hot market. 2, find or create a product or service to sell. 3, write a promotion describing it and the benefits with those 5 things I just mentioned. Step 4 is to run a test. So what this means is that you actually have to put it in front of people. I was really shy about this in the beginning, but eyeballs must be sacrificed. You can sit alone in your apartment for months, years, thinking, hoping, wishing people will love it, but until you put it in their hands and get real feedback from real people, you just don't know. So depending on what method you're using to market it, you typically want to try to get around 1,000 to 5,000 web visitors to visit your offer. We're talking about an online business here. You want to try and get a few hundred at a minimum people to see your offer. And again, if you can't get that volume of traffic, then that's the problem you need to solve, right? Like, think about this, right? You can't hope that every web visitor is going to be a customer. You have to be able to generate enough traffic and attention and interest to be able to, because it's like a funnel. You start with a big group, like 1,000, and then you get a smaller group that maybe seem interested, and a smaller group that do the trial, and then a smaller group that actually buy, right? So find a hot market, find and create a product or service to sell, create a promotion describing it and the benefits, run a test, get a few hundred, few thousand visitors. Step 5, analyze the results. Step 6, if results are good, get another 20,000 plus visitors. Step 7, if results are still good, keep rolling it out and take care of business. And this is how to create a successful online business. So this is starting from very beginning. You're like, I want to have an online business. This is what I would recommend. Get really clear on the market, the pain point you're solving, what types of people are experiencing that pain point. Pick the type of person having that pain point you want to solve. There are a lot of people with housing problems. If I were to help a homeless person, I might do good for the world, but who would be able to help pay for that? If I were to target someone very affluent, find a home, it's the same problem. Both people need housing, different ability to pay, different price points, a lot of different things going on, right? But the problem is the market. So that's really it. Find the hot market, find the problem, find to create a product, find to create a promotion for it, run a test. Was it profitable or not? If it looks good, get more people on board, keep scaling.